I hope everyone is having a good day. I am Mr. Short. This is Eureka Math Squared, fourth grade Mod 4, lesson 32. We're almost done. There's only 34 lessons. We are almost there. Today we're on page 193 and 194. Hey, thanks to all those new subscribers. We're getting there, almost to my class gets that first reward at 250. And we're almost there. So thanks for everyone who's been helping us out with that. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button for me. All right, let's look at today's assignment. It says label the number line and complete each statement. All right, so we have 1616161616, and it wants us to say what this is. So we have 16, now we have 26, now 36, now 46, now 56. And I'm going to write it next to there because I can never fit in that box. This is supposed to be in the box. All right. A, 5 times 1 6 equals 5 times 1 6 equals 5 6. So on the equation over here, I was talking to one of the fifth grade teachers in our building this morning, and we're in agreement. They teach it automatically. The book doesn't show it, but I need everyone to start thinking of this 5 like this when we're multiplying right now. Okay? So you'd multiply across the top, 5 times 1, which is what it wants to do here. The bottom is just 1 times 6, so it never changes. So then our answer here, I know I'm right in the box now. I said I wouldn't, but there it is. So it'd be 5, 6. So when we see those numbers here, think about it that way. All right? At the bottom, it says choose a method. I'm skipping number 2. You're on your own on that one. Choose a method and find the product. Okay, the product is the answer to a multiplication problem. So, boom, boom. So when we write it, you can rewrite it now if you want. 13 over 1 times 1 over 10. Now just multiply across the top, multiply across the bottom. What's 13 times 1? It's 13. What is 1 times 10? It's 10. That's your answer. All right, that's it. That's all I want you to say. You don't even have to make this into a mixed number. Just leave it like that. Okay? Over here, set it up the same way. Solve it that way. All right? Just put that over the 1, make your life easier, multiply across the top. At the top, multiply across the bottom. I cannot say multiply this morning. All right, let's try that again. Multiply across the top and then multiply across the bottom. Put your answer there. If you want to get fancy and make this into a mixed number, teachers aren't going to be mad about that. Right? You want to call this 1 3/10? Everyone's good with that. But you don't have to. You can simply leave it like that. Let's look at what we got in the back. It says use the read. There I go again. I don't know what's going on today. Use the read, draw, write process to solve a problem. An art studio has 47 tables. There are 9 clean paintbrushes on each table. After some artists finish painting, 68 paintbrushes are dirty. How many paintbrushes are clean? Exactly how many paintbrushes are clean? This is, about how many paintbrushes are clean. So they want to estimate exactly how many paintbrushes are clean. Is your answer to part B reasonable? I also was talking to the fifth grade teacher about this one, and I don't know that that person likes that reasonable question either. All right, about how many paintbrushes are clean? All right, so they want to know about. So we have 9 on each table. We have 47 tables. So easiest way would be to round one of these. I would round the 9 and just make it 10. So do 47 times 10. And we know anytime we have a 1 and a 0, we write the same number down and put the 0 at the end. So this is about how many paintbrushes we have. And they have 68 dirty, which is really weird. So 47 tables, 9 clean paintbrushes on each table. So we estimate about 10 to make that easy. There's 470 paintbrushes, minus even if you want to say 70 or dirty, just to make the run, so there's around 400 clean, right? Exactly how many paintbrushes are clean? All right, now we have to do the actual multiplication. So now we have to do 47 times 9. Let's make this 40 and make this 7. So let's do 40 times 7. So the 0, remember, with the 0 we just put back here, don't worry about. So now what is 4 times 7? 28. Very good. Now we do 7 times 9. What is 7 times? So we'll write 7 times 9. I just messed up on this one. I hope you called me out on that. We all make mistakes. Apparently this is my mistake video. All right, let's try this again. Put the 0 there anyways. Now let's go 4 times 9. 4 times 9 is 36. And now we're doing 7 times 9. What's 7 times 9? 63. Add that. So we have 3. We have 6 plus 6 is 12. Put the 2. Carry the 1. 3 plus nothing is 3. And then we got that 1 on top. So that is 4. So there's really 423 minus 68 paintbrushes. And yes, we're going to leave this the old people way, the standard algorithm. We're going to have to borrow 2 or 3 times. It's going to drive us crazy. But sometimes I want you to see that's how it's done because that's how I learned. That's how your parents learned. All right. So 3 is smaller than 8. Can't do anything there. But 2 is also smaller than 6. So we got to go over here and make this a 3. This would be 12, but we got to borrow 1. So now this is 11. And now this is 13. So 13 minus 8 is 5. 11 minus 6 is 5. And 3 minus nothing is 3. So there are really 355 clean paintbrushes. So our estimate was 400. The reality is 355. Is your answer to part B reasonable? It's not too far off on our guess, right? We could have done it a couple different ways. Is your answer reasonable? Well, your work here, as long as your work makes sense, yes, your answer is reasonable. But I want you to figure out how you want to say that down here exactly. I want you to use your words, not my words, because your teacher wants to hear from you. They definitely don't want to hear from me. All right? Apologize, tripping over my tongue on this one a few times. But hey, we all make mistakes. We're all off a little bit sometimes. But more importantly, we got it done. We got it right. As long as you finish this one and this one on your own. Oops, I hit the wrong button. As long as you finished this one and this one on your own, you should have had a pretty easy time with this. I hope. I hope. If you didn't, watch it again. Watch it and watch it and watch it. All right? We all make mistakes. It's no big deal. I made my mistakes today. But keep watching, keep learning, keep getting better. And I hope you have a good night.